welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Hannah, and this is not beer. He needs his eyes checked.
What?
What do you have for us
Why
today?
not Wednesday? So Brian and I thought, Brian dressed for the part today. I thought that was kind of fun. Brian, why are you dressed like this?
You said that we were going to get into some Bon Jovi today, and I was pretty stoked. And then I found out it's not Bon Jovi's music or filmography or really anything to do with him other than his name. So
It's his name and his boy.
I'm still stoked, though.
We're going to try it. This is completely off the reservation
You
for us.
pegged me as a rosé man anyway, Brian, so
Yeah.
sipping on that rosé on a Sunday afternoon. You tell Rich
Saw
you're
through
drinking
my-
IPAs,
Yep.
but it's
Saw.
rosé.
I'm texting Brian. What are you drinking today?
Haven't seen you check in on Untapped today.
No?
Oops.
Yeah.
Rosé.
So, ironically, I come back from Christmas, and I tell Brian that I'm driving back from Colorado, and I'm listening to, my wife makes me listen, when she drives, she makes me listen to 80s on 8 on XM radio, and they're talking about John Bon Jovi and his wine that was named the best rosé of 2018 called Hampton Water. Sounds pretty fancy. So I thought I would look it up, and sure enough, there was a Groupon for it, so it's not that fancy.
Who loves a good sale?
Yeah, Groupon. You heard the same thing, right?
I didn't hear the Groupon part, but I was so excited that I probably just like zoned out for a minute.
This, I actually saw an article. This has been named like one of the top 100 wines for 2018 in the world. Not country, world.
This
Well,
was
it's made in France, so I
Wine
guess definitely not
Spectator
country.
magazine
Yes.
named this the best rosé of 2018.
But wasn't it on like their top 100
Yes.
list as well?
Of-
Well, I
of-
guess if you're the
yes.
best rosé, there's probably at least a couple.
Then there's got to be. Now, first of all, I don't even know what a rosé is.
It's pink wine.
It's pink.
Sometimes it sparkles.
So that's the story.
It's great
anyway.
for brunch.
People magazine says. See then.
We
So
couldn't
there's John, right?
Couldn't have done that in color.
Well, no, it's
Okay.
no.
They took away Rich's
right.
color printing.
Yeah, I don't have color
access.
printing capabilities. And that's his son right there. So his son came up with the idea and was making it. I don't know if he was making it, if he's like a home brewer or
Basement,
whatever. and his-
bathtub.
yeah, whatever.
No
And
judgment.
so Mr. Bon Jovi came in and said, hey, give me some more of that pink wine. Or no, he called it pink water. What do you call it? Pink.
Maybe
pink
it was
something.
called Hampton Water.
That's what, and so then his son said, they're in the Hamptons. And he said,
Oh.
no.
As you will.
We call it Hampton Water here. And they thought it was kind of funny, and then they went back and thought, wait a minute, we might be onto something. So,
They must have been.
Hampton Water.
Here we
I
are.
right.
genuinely don't know what makes a rosé a rosé.
I don't either.
I think you hit on it. It's pink.
It's pink.
It's pink.
It's not even pink, it's almost flesh tone. Look at that.
It's
I
peachy.
don't,
You
That's
saw
what I
my
did.
shorts.
Oh, it's got
I
some
did see your
nice,
shorts.
nice legs.
oh yeah, what do we do here?
You gotta see how it sticks to the side there? That's called the legs, buddy.
Oh.
Swirl.
These two beer guys talking about wine.
What?
I know.
I'm gonna
Yes.
smell it. And it smells like, I did a lot of research.
It smells like, it smells like wine.
Oh, does it have aromas of red fruit, citrus fruit, and spices?
Sure.
Perfect companion to be shared among friends.
Isn't that
In the
all
Hamptons.
wine? In the Hamptons.
Ooh, can we put a Hamptons background?
Maybe. That'd be pretty fancy.
Living large.
You try it? Ready?
All right.
Yeah,
All
let's-
right. Cheers, John Bon
cheers.
Jovi.
Chug it.
Blaze of
Not
glory.
really. It's really, really mild. And it's not super sweet like rosé often
No.
is. It's a little tart.
Kind of dry a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not a rosé fan, but I do like this.
My first reaction was no.
No?
But
Is
I
it
mean,
the tart?
I mean, it's not. I guess I didn't know what to expect.
Rosé is
JBJ,
often
what do you
more-
think?
I'm halfway there.
You are? Okay. Oh man.
And this is made in France,
Ooh la
which
la.
I think is.
It's not made in New Jersey?
No, why did they make it in France? Because that's where the person they hired to help them
I
make it
assume
live.
that's probably the case.
I have a feeling that person is more responsible
South
for
of
what
France.
is going on.
So
Than
you know
Probably.
it's classy because they're
Yeah.
all class down there. So this is four different grapes that I cannot pronounce.
Ooh.
You go.
Here, let me see what we got.
You know what? It's almost.
Syrah, I know how to say it. Wait.
It's a good
that
idea.
says ganache. That says
Ooh.
Somersault,
It says
More
ganache in
Verde,
it.
and Soraya.
I think that's
Syrah.
exactly what it is. I think that's exactly
that's
what
What
it
she
is.
said.
That's what
Good.
she said. Oh, I love when you say that. All right, so maybe it's the blend, and maybe it is primarily white and mixed with some, I don't know, you guys.
Does it list the alcohol content on here?
Yeah, you have to.
Tastes high.
13.
It does.
13. I think it's off dry.
It is a little dry.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
like it.
expect this
I
at
like
all.
it.
I guess I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't expect that.
It's normally pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's normally like a pink Pinot.
I guess. What kind of Bon Jovi,
I would drink this.
Bon Jovi knowledge you got for
Well,
us?
what I did was I wrote down some song titles,
Okay.
and then we're gonna see how we can work them into this, right?
Okay. Okay.
And this one had 72 million plays
Okay.
on Spotify, and I've never heard this song, but it was called Bed of Roses.
Bed of Roses. Yes.
Bed of rosé.
Ding! Set her up for that one. Let's say you
Rosé
took
all
a drink,
day.
Rich.
You've
Take a drink.
okay. All right.
Let's say you don't like it. Go,
Ugh.
oh, that's some bad medicine.
Bad medicine.
Ow! How about
Bad
that?
medicine is what I need.
Here's another one. Let's say I've had a long day, right? I'm gonna. It's the end of the night. The kid's sleeping. Something for the
favorite
pain. That's a song title of his.
That's a Bon Jovi song.
Yeah, it
title?
had
Never
a
heard
couple
of it.
million plays.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Here's another one I thought was interesting. Living in Sin.
Okay.
If this was red, it could be living in Zen.
Oh, boom.
The same wavelength here.
If he's watching this, we
Make a red.
We came up
Yeah,
with that name.
you were gonna need some royalties.
We totally came up. I'll bet you $1 that's already taken.
I wanted to tell you a brief. This is a term I'll use. Anecdote about wine. This is all the wine knowledge I have.
Okay.
When I used to work at the Nebraska Penitentiary, one of my jobs was to be on the count on the floor and like count the fine folks that were in there. And one night we found a guy who was totes magoats drunk.
Yep.
And he had made some prison wine, right?
Yes.
In his toilet?
No, what they did was they crawled up in this, had like a fake ceiling like this, drop ceiling, and they took a big bucket full of water, and this was in the shower area. So the camera couldn't quite get to where that was, and they knew that, so they crawled up and they put it in the shower, and then they put a bunch of bread and fruit and stuff in there, and it was hot in there all the time,
Yep.
and humid and dark, and they would brew this stuff, and it was like 40%. It was just like moonshine, really. The guy was like, he had like a 0.6 almost.
Dang.
Like he was basically
Live to
dead.
tell
Just
the tale.
hammered.
Yeah,
So
like
if
he
I
had
worked
drank
with
before.
you at that prison
Yeah.
and I offered you $500 to take
Yeah.
to drink a cup of it,
Oh yeah, I would do it.
would you?
I would do it anyway.
I would not.
I was
Prison
hoping that's
wine.
what this was.
Prison wine. One of John Bon Jovi's first releases. I'm not making this up whatsoever. So I'll love it if you don't know this.
Okay.
So one of his very first songs that was ever released on an album was on the Star Wars Christmas album. Did you know this? And the song was called "What Do You Get a Wookiee for Christmas If He Already Has a Comb?" Not making this up. That's 100% true.
What was the answer?
Oh, they go through a whole list of stuff.
Are they Wookiee centric things or are they real things?
They're just they're real things. Like they didn't make up stuff. Like I
So what were they? What other than a comb?
I gotta sing the song in my
Yeah,
head.
just sing it out loud.
No, I'm not gonna sing it out
Oh.
loud. No, I'm not singing it out loud.
Alrighty then.
Well, I did it.
You did. You drank it down. That's good.
Do you want another one?
I think we've just
Yep.
proven that Brian, you'll pretty much drink anything we put in front of you.
You don't even have to put it in front of me. Just put it as anywhere and I'll
Even
find
prison
it out.
water.
Yeah,
Even-
prison water.
Yep.
Hose water.
I think we should actually make our own prison wine.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Well, it's just bread and gross
we got a
fruit.
shower room back there,
And
don't we?
then-
That's true. That's true.
Make Brian drink it on camera.
All right,
Now
John
I
Bon Jovi.
seriously actually think we should try it.
This is okay. It's not half bad. You know.
I like it.
I think it does the job.
Trust me, if you had
does the
another,
job.
like when you drink wine, do you drink red mostly?
Yes.
Okay.
I like
Because if
dry.
you were to have a different rosé, you probably would have disliked rosé more
Really? Okay.
because it's super sweet normally.
Oh no, I don't. That's not.
I like this.
I like my wine like I like coffee. I want it to be dark, angry, peppery, mad, Yes.
Why are you putting pepper in your coffee?
No, you know what I'm talking about.
He's got a grinder. He's just
like.
Tobacco.
Yep.
You want the spice,
Exactly. Yes.
which
Yes.
is the opposite of what you like in beer.
Isn't that
which
weird?
Is weird.
So weird.
You want it
Because you get it
fruity
in
and
I
the
sweet
want
coffee.
fruity, sweet,
and not spice.
and not dark, and not.
yeah, that's so weird.
I'm an enigma.
You are that, wrapped up in a riddle.
Are we wrapping
Oh, I
up?
thought
Look.
we were done.
Oh, look,
I
we're
thought
getting the
we were
wrap up.
done.
Are
I
we
already
getting the wrap
thought
up?
Last call, y'all.
Last call. All right.
home.
Don't
Thank
gotta
you.
go home, but you can't stay here.
That's
Yep.
what they say.
Thank you, John Bon Jovi. That was interesting. Hampton Water, available on Groupon.
And other fine retailers.